Welcome back. We're just dancing out. We're playing,
Yes.
you know, it's a Dance Party Friday. Our sound engineer, Jeff Kottner, extraordinaire, has been playing amazing music.
Amazing.
So we've been dancing, singing, eating. We can't stop eating the Price Cutter food.
Right.
You know. It is time for our weekly The Masked Singer recap. Season 9, which I can't believe we're already on season 9. We have recapped every season of this show.
That's
Maddie,
wild.
just so you know.
Yeah.
Just when you think they're going to run out of celebrities.
There's no end in sight, it
Because
seems.
What's the definition of celebrity now these days?
Anyone.
Right?
We're celebrities.
Right?
You're
I mean,
celebrities.
you are-
Everyone's a celebrity. Ah!
There you go. So today, Masked Singer, we have 3 new characters to explore. Up first, we're going to hear a performance from the doll. It's kind of a creepy doll.
Okay.
And the doll sounds nothing like what the doll should sound like. Just take a listen to this.
Okay.
I was
Trying to
expecting
hear.
a female voice.
So that's a man? Is it somebody from the Breakfast Club? You know, this reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, totally.
Sandy?
Yeah.
Sally.
I don't know. I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about. What if it's like an 80s rocker who was kind of like that androgynous look in the 80s where it was like the blurred line between, you know, the big hair and the makeup? And
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. So they don't reveal?
Well, I can't tell you anything yet.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet.
I need
Maddie.
to know. I have zero
Maddie.
patience. I have zero patience.
You would hate the show then because you have to wait.
Exactly. That's why I
You got
tune
to
in
wait.
sparingly.
Okay, so the doll performed, and they were all surprised too because it looks like a very, like it's going to be a female voice.
Right.
But that was definitely, I think, a male voice.
Sounded
sounded pretty good. Okay, so up next then, here's what I think is funny about the Moose. I don't know who the Moose is, but I loved the Moose because the way that he performed, the way he sat there, and the look on his face is kind of like, huh, where am I? Like, I'm a Bullwinkle, you know.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle, yeah.
So the Moose sang next, so let's just take a look. I think the costume is hysterical.
Okay.
Look at the face.
Why does it sound like Peter Griffin? It really does sound like Peter Griffin.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's the first time there's an animated character
in
as
there.
the Masked Singer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the clues we did have though, and I told producer Jake, because I know he will know who this is, because we've talked about this person. I would say 80, okay, Jake, I just thought of something else for Jake. 80s television star.
Oh, God,
80s
there's
TV. I know that's not gonna.
no end in sight about that.
I know.
Charles actually has a pretty good off-the-wall guess.
Okay, Angry Charlie, what are you angrily predicting, Charlie?
Charlie's predicting Richard Kind.
Okay, Richard Kind. That is an amazing guess, Charlie. Great guess. I don't know if you're right yet, because we don't know yet.
Who is that?
Richard
It
Kind?
doesn't know him that you said that.
Yeah, Charlie's mad that you didn't even know who Richard
I made him angrier. You won't like him
You
when
will
he's
definitely-
angry.
You'll know his face when I'll Google him.
Okay, okay, I was gonna say, I know
Okay.
faces, just not names.
Then up next,
Yes.
we have a very, I love this costume. I think it's a nice voice.
Okay.
It's the Scorpio.
Ooh, Scorpio. Ooh.
Strut it.
Okay, that's definitely that's a woman.
Phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, "What you gonna do with your life?" Oh, Daddy, dear, you know you're still number one. But girls, they wanna have fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. Some fun.
Okay, so by the way,
Okay.
I forgot to mention, it was 80s theme night on Masked Singer.
I was picking up on that, especially from
Yeah.
the judges' outfits.
I totally forgot, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
As you can tell, 80s songs.
It's okay.
80s theme.
I know it came before me, but I'm not that,
I'm
uncultured
sorry.
with
You
music
know
in
it.
decades.
There
Except for
you
Richard Kind, clearly.
Uh,
Show me his face, I'll know.
you'll know.
Yes.
So the Scorpio performed.
Okay.
Great performances. Now, of those 3, the Moose, the Doll, and the Scorpio, if you had to eliminate one of them right now, who would it be?
The Moose.
Okay.
I can't get
So-
Peter Griffin out of my head.
Here's the thing, and I've told Jake that this 80s TV star, I don't know how or why, but when it's revealed, Jake will know what I'm talking about because we have talked about this star multiple times over the course of the show, the years. So it was the Moose who was eliminated.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Good
Okay,
job.
very cool.
So let's take a look at the Moose reveal.
Six-time Emmy
Who is?
George Wentz.
Oh my God, he's Norm from Cheers.
Yes.
Okay, I know that.
George Wentz.
Wow. Yeah, definitely not.
But Jake,
not
now that we
guessing
talked
that
about
one.
him over the years, like we've mentioned him several times, I don't even know how.
Norm.
Norm.
Wow. See, I would know his face, not his real name.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Same with Richard Kind.
Yes.
And wasn't Richard Kind in something recent? Like, I can't remember. Anyway, so the Moose is out of here.
Moose is out.
But here's the thing now. We've got to have a battle royale between the doll and the Scorpio.
Ooh, and Scorpios bring energy.
Okay, well, here's the thing. You know, Fox gives us the clips.
Uh-huh.
And these battles have been very, very short. So notice this. I noticed something, though. It's going to go by very quick. So
Okay.
they only show a very teeny bit of the Scorpio singing.
Okay.
Look at the mic placement when you see this.
Of the Scorpio?
Yes, of the Scorpio. Scorpio's going to start, and it's
Okay.
going to go into the doll. They
Okay.
sing the same song, and they compete. But the Scorpio's part is like a couple seconds. That's it. But just watch the microphone.
Watch
okay?
the microphone.
Watch. Okay,
Okay.
ready? Take a look. That's all you got. I'm like,
Why did she? What?
I don't know why she was kept doing that and
Yeah.
wasn't singing, or she was. I don't know.
Okay, that's an unfair advantage because Scorpio barely sang. I know it's
Well,
just the clip that we're
yeah.
seeing, but you know, obviously I'd be like, well, the doll is better because I heard more of the doll singing.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, too, I'm not saying this. I don't know if they record vocals ahead of time or not. I don't know that.
Okay.
I really don't. I'm just speculating. Because at first, you saw the clip of her singing Hungry Like the Wolf, and her mic was like over here, but you could still hear it, and then she gets down and she keeps doing that. It's almost as if, as a singer, I would never keep my microphone to my mouth if I wasn't singing.
Right.
But maybe it's just a dramatic 80s thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a dramatic 80s thing to do? I don't know.
Good question. Okay,
don't know.
so of the Scorpio and the doll, who would you eliminate next?
I would just say the Scorpio because I couldn't, you know, I wasn't crazy impressed either with the long clip.
Well, guys, here's what's so crazy. I was lying in bed watching this.
Uh-huh.
You are correct. The Scorpio
Again?
is sent home.
All right.
But when the Scorpio was revealed, I was yelling at my screen, and then I immediately started texting.
The executives at Fox.
No. I immediately started texting the Scorpio.
Oh, you know the Scorpio.
I know the Scorpio.
Oh.
And I text her immediately. Let's take a look at the reveal.
Okay.
We've seen her on Selling Sunset.
Oh, Christine
Quinn.
Quinn.
From Selling Sunset.
Oh, wow. And you are friends with Christine Quinn?
I was one of the first person to interview her before the show was successful.
Okay.
So I met her at the red carpet of the Real TV Critics' Choice Awards.
Okay.
She's gorgeous. This is before she was even famous. Like, it hadn't really even taken off.
Uh-huh.
So she was messaging me on Twitter. I have her phone number. We were texting. Okay, by the way, let me show you this.
Wow.
So I want to show you the picture of me and Christine. There we are
Oh,
on the
how
red carpet.
cute.
First season had just come out. And then, she won't mind me showing these because I didn't show any. Here's the text I sent Wednesday night. Great job on Masked Singer. Love you, friend. She goes, hi, babes. Oh, my God, it was so silly. I just love the show. And I said, you were fab. She goes, oh, thank you.
That's nice.
I was like, she texted me back.
Oh, my God. Well, you guys are friends. You're BFFs, basically.
Anyway. All right.
Awesome. Okay. Well, stay put. More Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be dancing.
I was like,
in a little bit.
That's my friend.